Okay, welcome to Ruinberg. Now, this is the final map guide, at least until another map comes out. It has taken us, what, like a year nearly? Something like that. Um, so yeah, thank you very much to everyone that has been on this journey with me throughout the map guides, and hopefully you did learn something from it. Ruinberg is going to be the final one. I'm going to still make videos on like the grind series and stuff like that. Not gonna lie, World of Tanks has been getting a little bit stale for me and a little bit kind of not boring. It's just more frustrating over the last kind of couple of months. But yeah, that's besides the point. Thank you very much though to everyone that's been watching these guides at the time of recording this, which is going to be like maybe a week or so before it actually gets released. We're at 1.2k subs, which is absolutely insane. I didn't even like think about getting to 1k subs on this channel. You know, I was when I had like 100 people, it was insane, and now like 1k, now 1.2, like it is properly insane. So thank you very much to everyone that has been with me throughout this. But yeah, let's get straight into Ruinberg, shall we? Okay, so Ruinberg. Now, the main points for this are going to be the good old city. Now, this did get changed recently, and there's a fair few more hold down spots, basically everywhere, because Wargaming were like, you have a hold down, you have a hold down, you have a hold down there, and like everyone else can have a hold down. There's also new artillery spots where you can go into here, but we don't talk about artillery on this channel, do we? No, no, no. That's the wrong channel. You can go here and kind of defend the cap from this position as well, if you so choose. But yeah, it's worth mentioning. Arties are now going to go and sit there, so go and rush it and kill them. As well as people down here, so it's kind of exactly mirrored. City-wise, up here, the new building got added, but that's besides the point. Like, it doesn't really change too much. You can still go and sit here and fire down onto the middle, and also you can still take your tank and go here and proxy spot anyone there. You can still go here, although it's not really very useful anymore. And this little city over here still exists where you can go hold down and try and get some shots on people. So yeah, the map hasn't changed too much. Light tanks are still going to be going into the middle of the map and trying to get some early spots and then backing off, or just being very annoying in general. There is no bushes that you can really sit in until later on in the game, where you can try and sit in the middle of these bushes. Medium tanks are going to go over here or into the city if you have armor. And heavily armored tank destroyers into the city as well as heavy tanks. Or if you're not a heavily armored tank destroyer, you go to the back here and try and get some shots off onto people. So that is Ruinberg completed. Let's now go and get into some light tank spots, which is just going to be the middle of the map. Okay, so for the light tanks, pretty simple. All you're going to do is just go to the middle of the map, and then just try and actively scout anyone that's there. You don't have to do anything kind of dodgy or risky at all. You can literally just, as you can see there, you can just spot anyone that's over there trying to cross early on. You can even do this, and then you'll spot anyone through those two buildings. And that is basically all you need to do with the light tanks. Later on in the game, if you have the opportunity, then you can get into one of these bushes and actually spot the middle. And as long as you're not moving and standing still, then you will actually still have good camo, so they'll have to come into proximity range, which is about the length of this road-ish. So just keep that in mind. And you can also spot the middle and anywhere else, so that's really nice and useful for later on in the game. You can go and try and spot down here, but it's just not worth it. So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much light tanks. There's no point going into the city or doing anything else. Just play around here. That works for both sides. And just try and get some spots early on in the game for your team. You can easily, especially on this side of the map, you can easily spot near enough the whole team early on in the game. Especially if you're in an EBR, you can spot the whole team within a very short amount of time, and then just back off again, get down behind here, and then just run away and go somewhere else, or just do the same thing again. So yeah, it's up to you. But that is light tanks all done. Let's now move on to the medium tanks. Okay, so for the medium tanks, it's going to be very, very simple. I'm going to also show you tank destroyers in this bit as well. Tank destroyers go to the back here, and you're basically done. There's no point going anywhere else. You can go further up, but like why would you do that if you don't have armor? You can sit at the back here and get some easy shots on people. If you're actually in a medium tank though, if you're in a heavily armored medium tank, you go city and go to the heavy tank spots that I'm going to show you. If you're not, then you can go here and you can just play around here, and that's exactly the same. Obviously TD is going to go to the back here, and medium tanks are going to go on this side. I'll show you both. That crow really came close, didn't it? But yeah, you can go from here and then shoot down into the city pretty reliably as well. It's completely open. The only thing that's going to get you spotted is if someone crosses over and goes there, which I'll show you in a second. But besides that, you're completely safe. You can also keep peeking this and getting some shots off. But you do need to be careful because obviously you can get shot pretty easily, especially from the TD sitting at the back. This is the spot that I was telling you about. You are going to need some form of turret armor to sit here though. Because you are going to get hit by a lot of tanks that will shoot at you. But you will proxy spot anyone that's around here. So yeah, that is kind of this side, or this area done, and the medium tanks. Again, you can go and sit here as well. It's exactly the same. You just go and get a spot that you can shoot into the city or somewhere else. If you want to try and flank people, then you can do, although it's very open at the back here, and you're probably going to get spotted as soon as you try and even like get close to this position, just because there'll probably be like an EBR or something running around, or there'll be a tank over there, and then also anyone that's sitting at the back there is going to shoot you instantly, so you got to take that in consideration. So I would suggest you stay at either this side or this side, depending on which side you spawn. There is no point going here anymore. It doesn't really serve a purpose anymore, apart from to try and get a little bit of cover, maybe, to be able to shoot down into the city. But besides that, there's no real point of going there. You can go into these little kind of like windows if you want to, at the start of the game especially. You can go into here, as long as you have turret armor. Again, you can go here, get some very nice early shots, and even kill artillery if it's at the back here. So load HE, go here, your spot, and then you can just kill the RT really early on in the game as well, which is always nice. And also anyone that's trying to push this for whatever reason can also do, you can get some nice shots onto them. But yeah, that is pretty much this little bit over here sorted out. There is one more spot that you can go, but you're gonna need kind of a little bit of armor, and that is this over here. This is only available if you spawn this side of the map, because if you spawn over from this side, it's kind of a little bit harder to get to. You can do it, it's just not as kind of important. And also, the other fact is that if you spawn over this side of the map, people from here can shoot you, and people from here can shoot you. So it's not really worth it to go from this side into this position. Whereas from here, you can easily go and just peek the enemy and take some shots on people that are sitting there, or sitting there, or even if they're trying to cross up there, you can then take some shots. So 140s are very nice here. 430Us, you can do it, even heavy tanks can do it. But yeah, that is tank destroyers and medium tanks done. So yeah. Okay, so for the heavy tanks, majority of them, you're just going to go to here. Like, there's very few times that you would ever go around here, unless you really want to. The first spot that I'm going to show you is the best hold down spot that you can go to currently on the map, and it is only on this side. But I mean, there are plenty of other hold down spots that you can go to on the other side. It just depends on how you really want to play it. The best way to do it is just to go straight forwards up here, and then you're there, basically. You can take a little bit of a safer route and go around if you want to, but once you're up here, it doesn't really matter. You can go here on an IS-7, 277, doesn't have to be a chieftain, whatever tank you want, as long as it has good gun depression, or not good gun depression, good turret armor, you can make this spot work. So yeah, that's the first spot. Just be warned that people are going to be here, here, and then here. Majority of them are going to be around here at the start, and then maybe there'll be like one there, and then if they want to push up, then they'll move up to here. But that is pretty much it. Do not go like this at all, because the majority of the time people are going to be pushing through onto this side and then playing on this corner to shoot anyone that's over here. or to shoot you from this side of the base. So just keep that in mind. The other spot on this side of the map that you can go to, there is a window there, but like you're kind of out of the action over there, and it's not really worth it to go there. The other spot is over here. There is a nice little hold down spot that got recently added. So you can go to this little bit here. You are exposed to artillery from here, but you are hold down. So yeah, you can use that to your advantage. But yeah, people will be here on this kind of corner bit, or if they come around like that, then they'll be there as well. So that's everything on this side of the map done. We'll now go and show you the other side quickly. And of course you can go from here and try and use this spot like this and try and counter that area. Or you can go over to this. I don't recommend going over here. You can do. And it's pretty self-explanatory from there. Like, you'll see what you have to do. But I like this spot quite a lot. Because you are hold down from here and you can shoot anyone that's over that way. Again, I don't recommend going over that way unless this side is completely like chocked and full. But besides that, just don't bother. You can go a little bit aggressive and try and shoot anyone in the middle, and also shoot over there behind that house. But yeah, that's basically it for heavy tanks. You just need to be careful with where, what other angles can shoot you at the same time from where you are. And once you get that narrowed down, you'll be well on your way to mastering this map. It doesn't take much to master this map and know what to do. So yeah, there you go. That is every single map guide currently in the game done. Again, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all soon. See you later.